you're well informed.
Oh no, no, no. I mean, it's my cause.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to know.
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
supposed to know.
Anyway,
I'm supposed to know because I mean, I see what Coventry has done. We know what London's been going through. I mean, London is a total mix-up right now. London is crazy. So, London's really gone backwards in so many ways. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So where were we? Yeah. So basically, yeah, the bidding for that.
Okay.
And that's just to showcase how much they've put in to promoting diversity, as opposed to, oh, we're just accepting this place being diverse and we're trying to show that we're trying to be diverse. We're already diverse, but we're showing you, look at what we have that's diverse, so that hopefully this model can be taken elsewhere and you can see how it works. It works positively as opposed to negatively. So when you're fighting something, then you're not doing anything besides causing more of a problem. But then if you're sort of thinking, oh, let's work with this thing, let's see how we can get the best out of this situation and how everyone can benefit, from the situation, and then showcasing that to the world, means that now people who didn't realize this model is like this, that could work for them, they now will have that opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I think you should represent Leeds in a strong way. I
Yeah.
mean, please go back to Leeds and get some of your policymakers to.
Oh, that's easy peasy.
Really?
Lemon
Oh,
squeezy.
look at that! The producers on the road.
Yeah. No, that's so easy.
Really? Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
cool,
because
cool.
I've connected with many people, and as you know, I was heavily involved in advocacy for the women that I used to support.
Okay,
So
how many years did you do that for?
3.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 years. And I used to sit with someone who used to commission. I used to sit with the head of the council and that sort of speak, and tell them these are the things that are going on. This is what needs to be happening, because then you're giving a voice to the same people that you're trying to help.
So you really are one of those valuable black people
I promise you.
who we say that.
I promise you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. Thanks to God. I got to thank him immediately right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're the best. Absolute best. Continue.
Yeah. So that's basically where I'm at with that. But I'm trying to learn more, so that I'm able to put what I've learned to good use, and seeing what resources are available to achieve my end goal, and actualize my goals. Not just to achieve the end goal, but actualize them. Because I have concepts all the time. I think of things and it runs through my mind, but I want to visualize it, where I can see somebody, benefiting from it in a visual, so to speak, abstract sort of visually. So do you get what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah. So
I get you.
yeah, that's that. But
well, I mean, that's exactly the response I'm looking for. The structure that was set up here, and it's happening. It really is amazing. So what I'd like to say to everybody out there is really, I mean, when you're on, I mean, if you are in this and you're experiencing these type of coincidences and synchronicities, it's for real. I mean, it doesn't matter what's going on of the negative out there in the world. You can't control the unfolding of whatever, whether it's prophecy or destiny or whatever. These things are like gravity. They're there to stay. They're powerful. You can't stop them. So it's a futile endeavor to try and set up these structures of racism and narcissism and all of that. Like, who are you? What are you trying to prove? What is your problem? Why do you want to have such a way of seeing it and make everybody else see it? What is your real problem? What's eating at you? I mean, chill, relax, and do your best, and know that these things are happening. Life is happening all the time. So, I mean, this is yet another confirmation for that. Really, it really is, and I don't take anything for granted. You're telling me it's easy for you to go back to Leeds and get policymakers? Once you get them in Leeds, you get them from London as well, and then you get
it's sort of connected, because it's like a hierarchy, so to speak. So like London would be like the pinnacle, and then you'd have like the smaller. But then because it's a bigger city, it still will have more influence somehow than maybe like a smaller city, because but like, oh well, you don't really have a major issue, sort of sorting that. They'll just throw money at it. Whereas if it's people who are really like fighting for positive changes that will impact people's lives, not just for a certain group, but for a community, so to speak. So I can do that, of course.
Okay.
Rallies.
So now, UK my initial thing, thinking about family, obviously, we don't like losing our family members, especially not by the hand of other family members. So, um, the gun crime and the knife crime.
Wow.
What's it like in Leeds compared to London?
Oh,
The youth and youth. It's not even.
it's not.
It's kids now. I mean, I saw some figures that say down from 11-year-olds,
Yeah, it's
14-year-olds.
yeah, yeah, it's I don't even know how to.
Well,
It's yeah,
mm,
it's.
it needs a talk, right?
Yeah, it needs
a serious talk.
Yeah, it needs a serious talk. In Leeds, we have youth who have just say they were low achievers at school, and then they feel like there's no opportunities, so they sell drugs, but then that life comes with guns and and knife crime and that sort of thing, over territory or whatever it is, or over money, disputes. So this is killing kids, and I feel a lot more could be done beforehand. So like when people try to cure something, but they can prevent it. So whereas they can put more support in to stopping these issues happening for kids to even get to that point, for example, and how giving them support to have aspirations.
That goes right back to parenting, right?
It's not even just parenting, because I mean, you can try to be the best parent that you can be, but then the schools. If they feel like you say you're struggling, or they don't put effort into helping you, you have to be the same as everybody else. And if you're not at the same, then I'm sorry, unfortunately, you fall off, and then there's no support for you. You're just gonna, just be that person who.
And that comes from more sides than one, isn't it? Because you have the peer pressure.
It's a community, because have you heard like a village sort of raises a child sort of thing? So it's that sort of mentality. So like having the parents, having the schools, having just society, society's values and the input into these vulnerable people, who are going to be the future, and putting effort into having them being well equipped to deal with what's up and coming, what's happening now. So knowing about the past, informing them about the past, telling them, look, this is what you could do in the present, and saying this future is for you. So what you should be working on this present now to build that future that you are seeing as being bright. Not what we feel that you see as bright, because you're living in the present now. That is something that we might not understand for it to be what it is for them now. It's easy to go, oh look, we did this when we were young. Times have changed, ideologies have changed, things have changed, and you have to accept that. But it's how you actually instill progression, a progressive mindset. Instill some sort of hope for the future. If there's no hope for the future, then there's no point you thinking about the future. You're just thinking about the present, which is why you get into that situation where you don't have those aspirations, you don't have those big goals. You can never dream too big. It's like, but you're told that sky's the limit, but it's not. There's galaxy. There's more. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's putting somebody, capping somebody already. Why would you say that to
Why would
somebody?
you have a word that says limit?
Yeah,
it's supposed to say something else, but then
I
actually
know what
putting
they're
in
trying
the word
to say.
limit.
Come on, yeah. How come the
yeah.
sky, which is like infinity, like you can't really, you're not really measuring it.
So basically, you
it's
have
like you're measuring it. Like,
you have a limitless limit.
yeah, I mean, like, come on. I mean, sky's the limit. I mean,
You have a limitless limit. That means you're always going to be limited.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking it.
I know, but I just, do you get what I mean?
Gotcha.
Ignorance is bliss. It's not, What's blissful about not knowing? I mean,
a lot.
no, you need to know. This is why you need to be, this is how, like, why should you not know? Why should you not know? You need to know. The truth is out there, and people are keeping the truth, and which is why people are frustrated, because the truth is out there, and it's been hidden, and now everyone's searching for it, and it's like, it's not that out there as in it's not here, but it's there to be, it's there to be understood. It's there to be searched for, So that's just what I think. And I'm an optimist, I look at the glass half full, So I feel like I wouldn't say, oh, this situation is negative, there's nothing that can be done about it. I'll say, well, whatever's negative about it, let's make it as positive as we can, you know? So if something's wrong, you try to fix it. But then if something's wrong and then you don't try to fix it, even though you may feel it doesn't seem fixable, the little that you do to try to fix it makes a difference. And that little difference is what we're talking about.
Okay.
You know, the little difference that each individual can make, you know, and to make this world a better place,
Yes.
basically, you know.
Can I allow myself to ask a few questions about South Africa, ANC, and how you feel? How do you feel about the party presently? Do you follow or have you detached?
I don't really, because when it was formed, when it was formed,
This is heavy politics
yeah,
now.
when it was formed, I feel how and why it was formed. There was like a very
Compelling?
compelling. Not even just that, but let me see how can you put it. I'm trying to put it into. The struggle was real, yeah, then, and it was formed to really liberate and to ensure that the people who were being oppressed, yeah, were not being oppressed first of all and first and foremost, and also now, like when I see it, it's become this mishmash of corruption, and it's people who don't think about the ethos